Hello everyone, GoldenHawk here, Archpriestess of House of Life. And I'm coming on today to talk about, as the title says, wherever you go, there you are. It's about our consciousness. And that's really all that we have. This is what we bring with us wherever we go. And it's very, very important that we find a way to center and become conscious of who we are, what we are, and where our consciousness is taking us. I spoke yesterday a little bit on fear, and it is extremely important right now to not be in fear consciousness and to understand that what we bring with us is the works of our entire life. And if you believe that we are unending, what came before and where we go next, we bring that piece that we dial into. And during this time, we have a chance with this more than national but global crisis that we're facing as humanity in the greatest picture. We have a chance to do a reset, to understand, and I was taught by someone who wanted to be my teacher, that money is energy. I will tell you that energy is energy, and what we give power to is energy, is where the energy flows. The value, monetary value, has to do with what power we give it. And at this point, we need to reset and focus on what we value inside ourselves, what we value for our life around us. And how we see a possible and probable future moving through this crisis and out of it. Our point of power is not only now, but it is only from within ourself. Our power is not over another. We can join our power and our attention to and with others. But we have power in only one place, and that is within our own lives and within ourselves. And this is a time to clear, a time to center, to find our center. Everybody speaks of grounding, grounding, grounding. And in the ancient teachings, we center, ground, center. And all that moves out from us, this is where we are, who we are, and where we will be, is that center, that very center. And speaking to this is what you can change. You can move out of stress even during this critical time. You can move out of this stress. You can find a way to refocus. Find time and space to actually breathe. Get to know yourself again, or maybe for the first time. in speaking with Barbara Handclough the last time I spoke with her, and if for those of you who don't know who she is, she's a spiritual and new age leader. She has many books out and very, very fabulous teacher. In speaking to her last, she told me, I'm in my 70s. I've done my work. I'm tired. February and March of 2020 is a time when Pluto and Saturn are going to move into the position of prophecy, and we're in this time now. And that we were going to be going through a reset, which I was very aware of. And I'm also very aware that astrologically, it is going to last through November. And it's moving. I've been speaking with my students on this, having them track it with aspects in their own charts and watching how it's going to affect not just the nation, but the globe. Understanding the last time that we had Pluto in a position aspecting similar to it is now was the time of the Black Plague. We knew this was going to happen. It's also the time of the Renaissance, excuse me. It was a time when the New World was discovered, the New World. This is a replay. This is a reset. And Saturn's here to restructure. And each of us individually is so incredibly and critically important. This is a time to make home, to create home, to reach out into our communities and our neighborhoods in a very intent-filled manner. We understand that we cannot be interacting in large groups or in groups at all. We know that we have to be very aware that we're keeping a breathing distance. And I spoke of the attraction piece for this virus, being attracted to worry, to fear, to lower vibrations. And it does hang around in the air for hours if it's not cleared and taken care of. So being extremely aware, but also helping. We can do this. We can do this. Long distance, helping with making orders to stores for those who don't know how, creating delivery, grabbing rice and beans out of our own pantry if we know someone's in need and dropping it off, sanitizing, keeping clear and clean, but also keeping our field clear and clean. Shifting up from that worry position and keeping in mind what we speak of, what we focus on, what we're connecting to with our consciousness is rising out of fear and into an expanded consciousness. The last time our planetary, had a huge plague, it was spread everywhere. It killed 90% of a populace that had just been contacted by the Spanish and the Catholic Church before they were even aware of the civilization, and it was an advanced civilization that was here in the Americas. This is a reset. This is a time to go within and a time to clear. I am making arrangements inside my group, House of Life, for different students of mine who have been through mentorships. Some of them have been with me for a long time. They're teachers and coaches on their own, but I'm making arrangements for them to come in. We are going to be doing free offerings. I am going to be posting a meditation up later this evening, and we're going to be bringing in Cata Martinez, who does a piece called Daily Living, and she has been with me for a very long time, and she's going to be offering sound pieces. I work with sound healing into color and crystal healing, and I'm a master teaching drum maker. One of my elders, my elder teachers, is still here. One of them has passed over, but one of them is still here, and he is giving everything that he has out into his community as usual. This is how he works. And we're reaching out through our minds, our consciousness, through our hearts, through our words, through our intent, to help us stay balanced and centered as a world, not just a nation, to expand beyond this. And in order to do this, there's so many people that are normally at work that are going to be home, and they're going to be focusing, hopefully, on a better tomorrow, and finding time to do things for themselves that they have not been able to do for a very long time. And we're going to be able to set a new intent, where we want to go for the future. I only have a couple people in here. Hello, Terry. Tracy's in. I didn't give a time for this. I will most likely be posting times as I go forward. I'm going to be coming on daily throughout this to speak to this situation, to give meditations, as I said, bringing other people in, to remind those of you out there that we are very interconnected, very, very interconnected through consciousness, that we can reach out in energy, and that what we are feeling and what we are carrying with us, I could go into the science of it and actually tell you that you are in the center of about a 400 to 500 foot field of information that connects with one another, and we are affecting to stay cool, to stay calm, to put out those waves, to put out waves of abundance and of love from the heart mind of humanity. This is a time for the tribes to rise up from within themselves and come together as human beings, and to remember all our relations, our ancestors, the descendants who are going to come forward from us, and all of the living beings on this planet. It is past time to heal the truth of what has gone before, It is past time to remove from ourselves the idea that we can control others or that we need to. It's time to move within and rise as we anchor into the earth and clear and take a breath. No matter where you go, there you are. This is true forever. If you believe in multidimensional realities, when you move into those different dimensions, you bring you. If you believe in the heavens and hells, when you pass, you bring your inner self. It is what we have. It is who we are. We shift beyond ego into personality. We shift beyond one awareness into many, perhaps, but we have only self. How we interact, coming from a point of very, very old, ancient teaching that Yeshua ben Yosef brought into Judaism during his test. He said, a biblical teaching, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. What you sow, you will reap. And this isn't just about caught in the matrix karma, but what our resonance is what we send out and attract. Find your strength and find your breath. Very shortly, Cata Martinez will be going on with a drumming break in House of Life that will be available. It'll continue to be up, and we'll go more into what's going to be happening in there. So many of you that are here on my Facebook in connection with me, I know you personally. I love you all. Take a moment to breathe and open your hearts to yourself and decide to give yourself some time and some space and some kindness. I regularly post solfeggios for resonance to work within, and like I said, I play them aloud. We're going to be doing more in House of Life over the coming weeks. I am going to be offering, I love you too. I'm glad to hear some of you picked up some L-Izine. I'm going to be offering classes that I normally charge for free. And we are going to be doing roundtables where people can come in and talk with us for donation. The donation is, at its base, a random act of kindness. Pay it forward, pay it back. We're going to be making available everything we can through our technology. We're not great with this. This is some of the pieces that we've been being challenged with trying to get finished. But as I told Barbara Hanclow, she told me it was coming. And my generation, the generations coming, needed to step up. I don't even know if I finished that earlier with Barbara, that the time of prophecy was coming. And she's at the end of her mission. My elder in drum making, he's more than completed his mission. Way more than completed what he came here to do. Both of these people have given so much of themselves to their communities, to their students, to their tribes, to their beloved relations. I'm stepping up. I'm offering out. I'm bringing it forward. We need to, through distance, through energy, embrace one another, help one another, but go within and find our centers and find where we really want to be coming from. This is unique, very unique in human history that we will be given this time en masse to have a chance to do this. And please remember, all of you, our postal people, our truckers, our delivery people, our emergency workers, those who are continuing in construction, those who provide power, light, water. Send a prayer up if that's how you work. Sing a song. Remember them and be in gratitude for those who are continuing to go forward and do this work. Let your consciousness and gratitude be with them. And remember always to act as if anyone or everyone could be a carrier, unknowing of this, and practice safe sanitation. And make sure people are fed wherever you can reach out and help. Blessings to you all. I will see some of you shortly in House of Life with Kata. And I am hoping that my elder in drum making, my great teacher, Chuck Raywolf, will drop in while we're doing this. He may be drumming with us. He has probably made thousands of drums in his lifetime. He's taught drum making at the Living Museum in Kentucky. He has done so many teachings. And going into this in House of Life, the drum is the instrument of the heart. It is the center. It is the beat from every tribe around the globe throughout time. Join us later. Blessed be. La Loma.